could be on this stage tonight? Stars of plays and screen and music would have fit the bill just right.
Ty O'Neill with tales of movies, Amy Stroop singing with pride, Clinton Pickens with a sequel that would have split all of your sides.
So we're sorry, it's us.
Sorry, it's us.
Hate to throw the folks who asked us here under the bus, but we're sorry, it's us.
We're sorry, it's us.
We'll understand if there are feelings of disgust. I can see tomorrow's review of the show you see before you. Discernible signs of talent nowhere to be seen last night.
So if you feel the need to exit long before our program's done, Joey Light can take some relief. At least there are no refunds.
We're sorry, it's us. We're sorry, it's us. It's a family show, so we really don't want to cuss. But that young, you're bad luck.
Who are these two schmucks? We never ever really meant to cause all this fuss.
Good afternoon, folks. Sorry, you crept up on me. How are you?
Hello.
Welcome to Wylie School.
Oh, thank you so much. Hello, I'm Mr. White, and this is my wife, Chloe.
Oh.
Pleased to meet your acquaintance.
Oh, the pleasure's all mine, believe me. All right, what can I do for you folks today?
Well, you see, we are planning on making a move to the big country, and we are scouting around for schools that will be the best fit for our little Timmy.
Oh, little Timmy. He's the apple of our eyes.
Well, aren't they all, aren't they all? Here's a welcome package for you. If you don't mind me asking, what's bringing you here to Texas?
Oh, we're gypsies.
I bet you're part of it.
Well, that is, I just accepted a job as the heart surgeon at Abilene Regional, and the missus here has just landed a job with the area's most prestigious law firm.
Well, all right, that sounds great. You know, I'll say for my money, you've stumbled upon the perfect school system for your son.
We have a few questions, if you don't mind.
No, please, by all means, fire away, fire away.
Well, I noticed that you've remained the state's... Sorry, not now.
When?
Later. I've noticed you've remained one of the state's largest 3A programs for more than a decade. How have you managed
Yes. This is a question that I've asked quite a bit. I'm going to be honest with you folks, and this is not to leave this office. When the UIL folks come to campus to count everybody, we send Superintendent Joey Light's kids home for the day. It's been helpful to reduce the student population by a good 15%. That's a strategy we've used since 1998.
This Joey Light fellow sounds like he has a lot of kids.
Well, he is extremely Catholic. Have you heard about the mysteries of the rosary? Well, in the Light household, it's a mystery exactly how many kids Joey has named Rosary.
You don't say. On to our second question then. I noticed there are a few campuses here in the district. Which one will our son be attending?
Well, it all depends. How old is Timmy?
He's 8. He'll be entering the 3rd grade this fall.
3rd grade. That would be the intermediate school. Okay, and that's where he'll be until the end of the first 6 weeks. And then he'll move over to the post-intermediate school. And that's where he'll be until the end of the semester. When he returns in January from the winter holiday, he'll be at the, let me see if I have this right, the Head Start pre-second half of 3rd grade campus. Now, that's going to be a campus he's just going to love for 2 days or so. And then he's going to move on.
Approximately how many campuses did you say were at Wylie?
Oh, well, I haven't counted that one in a while. Let me see here. Trust the calculator here. Okay, we have the new middle school next to the old junior high, the new junior high next to the old middle school. We have the magnet school for future maritime lawyers. We call that one the Lighthouse. Let's see what else. We have the Narnia satellite campus. Within this building, there's a door you open into another world. You follow a farm, beautiful campus. Let's see, grand total, approximately 2,491 campuses. Right, well, we're not sure yet if the pre-post-inter junior high Brunettes only campus will be ready in time.
Well, with all these buildings, I'm sure you have a theater, correct? Little Timmy loves to act.
Do we have a theater? You've heard of Carnegie Hall, right? We have several cafeterias.
That sounds quite frugal to me. That's a great idea.
Well, let me tell you, our administrators, they're known for being fairly conservative with the district's pocketbook. In fact, one time they had an experiment. They told the high school football team, go sew your own clothes, go sew your own uniforms. Sadly, that ended in tragedy. But not before it saved the district a good $39.
Well, you know, it sounds like you've got a fantastic group of administrators. Extremely handsome, too, I bet. Yes, sir.
Speaking of money, how has Wylie managed to continue to grow with the decrease of federal education money coming in?
Well, we used to host an annual fundraiser. Believe it or not, suckers would shell out $100 a plate to us.
$100 a plate? Are you serious?
I'm serious. Well, you know, there's no
Here. Don't be so cheap.
$100 a
Don't
plate?
be so cheap.
Me? Being cheap?
Yes.
Well, let me tell you, the dinners used to go well until October 2013 when a couple of bumbling hosts bungled the whole thing.
I remember reading about that.
Right, now we simply have to do it the old school way. We have to mail parents and beg for their money.
You send out mailers and get cash back from parents? Doesn't seem like that would work with most Abilenians.
Nah, don't be ridiculous. We're the rich school. I guess.
I don't know very
Who
well.
are these good-looking administrators?
We're gonna have Kim Sheik introduce us, along with Mike. I have 2 stories that I remember fondly. Well, maybe not fondly, but I remember about Mrs. Cheek and my time in her program. The first story I won't share with you, but the second story I shall. And it was 5th grade, and the class assignment was to come up with an advertising campaign to sell a sneaker. And in partnership with Zachary and Associates, the big ad firm here in Abilene, we were divided into 2 groups of students. Each group worked on their own ad campaign. It was going to be a contest. It included everything from billboards to radio ads, television ads, copy of magazines, the whole gamut. It was a great project. It was a lot of fun to work on, as were a lot of projects in Mrs. Cheek's class. We would always look forward to everything that was coming up. I remember being so confident about the work that my team produced. We were proud. We thought we had done a good job. And we lost to the other team. I wonder how many people on that other team are a creative director for a top 10 television market. I'm not saying I'm bitter, but I am saying I was robbed. And you're all witness here today. Tell your friends. When I got called and asked if I would be willing to do this, same with Luke, you know, we had a couple of chats about it, but we were in immediately because we credit all of our success that we've seen to this school. I said, I think when I was being asked questions for the bio, what I thought made Wylie so strong. I think it's the teachers and the leadership. Mr. Light up on this stage. How about that, right? Let's hear it. You know, all 3 of the people up here on this stage were alums, just like me, just like Luke, just like everybody you see in the band. Everyone up here grew up at this Wylie School District. Let's hear it for Randy Smith from the class of 1999. Matt Ray from the class of 2000. And once again for Joey Light from the class of 1978. Great teachers here at Wylie. You know, when I was in high school, I was in band, I was in speech. You know, I kind of focused on the arts. And I also 4-H, FFA type things on the side, a lot of extracurricular stuff. And I found my calling in the arts. And it was a great school for that. And Luke and I wanted to kind of show that off, show all the talent that's been produced by this school, and what great programs they are. But I also want to really harp on how great the educators are. I received many honors in my life, from being state poetry champion in 1997 to an Emmy Award I recently won for my work in television. But I remember the proudest I ever was one year in Ms. Pinnock's English class. I got an A++ on a research. Ms. Pinnock made it a point to mention and call it out to everybody. I've never given an A++. And I still remember that. And I remember another paper that I wrote. It was in British Lit for Mr. Goodenough's class. And I remember getting a B- on this paper. And don't worry, the story doesn't stop there. Later on in college, I was in British literature. And I was assigned a research paper on the very book I wrote a paper for in high school. So I reprinted my B- paper, didn't correct a single mistake, A+. Who got it wrong? The college got it wrong. Because Wylie has teachers that care enough to make the students go farther. Reach higher. The teachers care. I've got one up here performing with me, Mr. McMillen. I remember having a conversation with him shortly after he started working here at Wylie, and we were roommates at the time. And it was a Friday, And I said, hey, it's Friday, it's tomorrow Saturday, isn't that great? And he said, you know what, I don't like Saturdays because I know I gotta wait all the way till Monday to go back into work. And I thought, wow, what an attitude. I'm in the wrong career, I gotta figure out what I'm doing right away. But it's a school full of attitudes like that. So we're proud to be here to support that. Thank all of you for showing up. I'm going to call one more alum out to the stage right now. Christy Kelp from the class of 1997. The entertainment will continue. He's going to sing a song for you folks. Let's hear it for Christy.
All these friends and lovers, there is no one compares with you. These memories lose their meaning when I think of love as something new. Though I know I'll never lose affection for people and things. Before I know life, in my life I love you more. Love you I know I'll stop and think about them. In my life, I've loved you more.
One more hand for Christy Kelton, class of 1997. You saw lots of special people on that screen, and one of the things that I love about Wylie is the teachers not only teach you their subject area, but they also teach you about life and how to be a better person and how to make that person feel good, how to make that person blossom in their interests. Mr. Goodrich was my 5th grade history teacher, and I remember learning about the Beatles from him. And still to this day, the Beatles is my all-time favorite band. And it's because Mr. Goodrich introduced me to them. As far as making people feel special, there were many, many instances while I was a student at Wylie that happened. One of the ones that sticks out of my mind is, when I was a kid, I was just kind of the quiet music dork that, didn't get as much maybe recognition as some of the more popular kids, but I remember I was sitting in English class, in Mr. Paxton's English class, and we were learning about Lord of the Flies, and I don't even know if he remembers this story, I haven't brought it up to him, but in the story, if you're familiar with the story, there's a conch shell that they play, and he brought an actual conch shell to class, and he talked about how it applied to the story, and he said, and I figured we would bring up none other than our all-state trumpet player, Luke McMillen, to come up and play the conch shell. And in that moment, I just, it was something that I'll always remember. And in a time that, one of the many times that a Wylie teacher made me feel special. It was Wylie teachers, along with my parents and other loved ones, that told me that I had potential and that I could be whatever I wanted to be. And I know some kids aren't that lucky, but the Wylie teachers that were close to me, Mike Lenny, Jeannie Lenny, Lewis Thornton, as well as many other classroom teachers that I had going through, told me that I had potential, and I believe them. I work with many school districts throughout the year, I compose and arrange music for other schools' halftime shows, and I see the way lots of school districts are run, and I can tell you that Wylie is truly exceptional. And that's not me being biased because I work here. I am a little bit, but that really has nothing to do with it. But Wylie really is exceptional, and you guys should all be proud to be part of such an exceptional district on whatever level it is that you are. Something that makes Wylie exceptional is that the administration recognizes the art programs, all the arts, and they think it's important. Some school districts are not that lucky, but we have tremendous support from our administration. All of the entertainment that you have seen and will see on the stage are all alumni of Wylie ISD. How about another hand for this band? All these folks behind me, I contacted them a few months ago and told them my idea. I've always kind of had a dream of putting together a Wylie alumni band and never got a chance to do it, but I finally had an excuse for tonight. And so I contacted as many as I could, and some of these guys drove in from Lubbock today and are driving back tonight. Some drove from Denton today and are driving back tonight. They're here just for tonight, and I appreciate so much everything that you guys do. Since it's so special to me that they're here, I just want to take a second to introduce everybody. I'm going to tell you their name and their class, and I'm going to get within a year, so if I get it wrong, don't correct me. Hugh Knight, class of 2010. Louis Fell, class of 2011. Ashley Robinson, class of 1996. Stephen Lowry, class of 1991. Emily Pierce, class of 2010. Tyler Clark, class of 2007. Brett Stewart, class of 2008. Shay Center, class of 2005. Andrew Hall, class of 2011. Daryl Vinson, class of 1995. Tanner Doty, class of 2002. Michael Wynn, class of 2011. Lee Bragg, class of 2013. Oh no, wait, oh no, never. I told you not to correct me. Jeremy Crabtree, class of 1997. Tim Savage, class of 2009. Garrett Shahan, class of 2013. Tyler Ritchie, class of 2008. Nastasha O'Neill, class of 2009. Emily Rodriguez, class of 2010. Eric Holden, class of 2012. Mark Rodriguez, class of 2006. Cameron Robinson, class of 2006. Aaron Rampy, class of 2013. Sarah Starkey, class of 2008. Brittany Burks, class of 2011. VP Rojas, class of 2009. Leah McMillen Kelso, class of 1996. Kimberly Scarpa, class of 2010. Brittany Germanis, class of 2006. John Thompson, class of 2008. And Michelle Lessing, class of 2003. Have another hand for Michelle. And just really quickly before we get on with the program, I've got to thank some people who, without their help, this night wouldn't be possible. There were so many people that helped out tonight. I've got to thank Al Spolware, Clay Jacobs, Michael Lenny, Jeannie Lenny, Jason Ott. There's two students from the theater tech class here at Wylie, Noah Young and Amy Jackson, who are helping out tonight, as well as the staff here at Wylie Middle School, Phil Boone, Kim McMillen, Ricky Bacon, Intune Music, Abilene Christian University, B&B Pond, and numerous Wylie band kids who got roped into moving a lot of stuff over the last 2 days. So I want to thank those folks. We have one more song for you. You're not part of the program, and I get to introduce a dear friend of mine and somebody who's very special to me. This young lady was a senior when I got to Wylie, and she was an all-state vocalist as well as played piano in my jazz band. And just super, super talented. I knew that she was going to go on to great things. She went on later to get a vocal performance degree from Texas Tech, and then a master's in vocal performance from the New England Conservatory. She was involved in Boston with the local operas there, and now she's in Dallas. She's a teacher and is also involved in professional music there. Please welcome Miss Kristen Avakin-Smith.
Something we must learn.